Good morning. This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. I'm a board-certified obstetrician gynecologist in New York City, and I'm bringing to you all things health-related for women. Thank you for joining me today at the corner. And today I'm continuing the vitamins, mineral supplement presentation stream. I'm speaking about milk thistle today. Now, a couple of weeks back, I was doing a talk on breastfeeding and milk production, and I kept saying milk thistle. I don't know why. When I meant fennel, I put a notation on the Facebook and the YouTube and the podcast, and that's why I decided to speak on milk thistle today, because I kept talking about the other week, and that actually wasn't what I was supposed to be saying. I was supposed to be saying fennel, so today I'm speaking about milk thistle. Now, just off the cuff, or what we say is a priori, milk thistle, I only heard about milk thistle around maybe 9 or 10 years ago or so. I had, for whatever reason, a stream of patients coming in saying that they were taking milk thistle. Whenever I asked them why they were taking milk thistle, they said it was because they had heard that if you have a night out, you drink a lot of alcohol, then the milk thistle will help to counteract any damage to their liver. So it was to try to detox their liver from a night out drinking. So that actually, and I was like, okay, when I looked into it, actually that's what milk thistle is supposed to help, but it has an array of other helpful things that it's supposed to do. So milk thistle is a plant. It's called in the Silybum category of plants, and it is naturally grown in the Mediterranean areas. It has been introduced here in North America. In some areas they consider it a weed, not really an herb, but a weed. And it's a prickly plant. It's purplish, has little purplish flowers on the top, and then the stem and the leaves have little prickly almost like thorns, but a little bit smaller and thinner than thorns, but prickly lower half of the plant with the purple flowers. It does look a bit like a weed, but it's an herb. And the active ingredient that's used from the milk thistle plant is called silymarin. And silymarin is usually in about a 65 to 80% concentration in any of the supplements that you get with the milk thistle extract with the silymarin. It's usually a fairly high concentration of that ingredient, and that active ingredient has been clinically shown to be very, very amazing supplement. It's an antioxidant, so it helps eradicate free radicals in your body, which we know are the damaging agents in our body and can cause aging. It's an antiviral, so a lot of people will use it for help their immune system in the cough, cold, flu season. And it's an anti-inflammatory property, so potentially a lot of people can potentially use it for autoimmune issues, which are inflammatory issues, and for other inflammatory events. So traditionally it's used to treat liver problems and gallbladder problems. And then the milk, it is a little bit controversial because some of the research says you should avoid it if you're breastfeeding, and then some of the research says it helps increase breast milk production. So I would say, since it's controversial, it's best not to take it with breastfeeding, but definitely for other aspects of our care when you're not breastfeeding. Classic is the liver, so it's an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. It does help. It has been proven to help decrease progression of cirrhosis of the liver. So cirrhotic liver, that degeneration and hardening of the liver has been slowed down in people taking milk thistle, and it does look like it has a protective effect against alcohol damage and fatty liver disease, be it alcohol-induced fatty liver or non-alcohol, because of its anti-inflammatory. And it's also thought to help the liver, to help the liver stay healthy when it's processing toxins. There have been a lot of case reports of people taking certain poisons, especially certain mushroom poisons, cat mushroom poison, and then taking the milk thistle, and it helps to eradicate or to break down the toxins in the poison. So it is very, very helpful in the liver. And then the brain, it's super helpful in the brain, and that's again the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. So we hear a lot about Alzheimer's disease, and that Alzheimer's is thought to be what they're calling type 3 diabetes, because it's an inflammatory disease. And it helps in the brain to decrease dementia, and it looks like it has been shown to help in people with Alzheimer's to slow down disease progression in Alzheimer's and in Parkinson's. Those are all degenerative neurologic diseases, and because the silymarin apparently looks like it helps to fight off the free radicals which are produced, and the damage that comes from those free radicals because of its antioxidant effects. And it looks like, so Alzheimer's, whenever you hear information about Alzheimer's, they always talk about the amyloid plaques, which are little bundles, abnormal bundles of nerves and protein that form little clumps in the brain when they evaluate or do the post-mortem on the brain for people with Alzheimer's. Now, everyone, as we get older, we can produce those amyloid plaques, and they're just a higher concentration, increased number in people with Alzheimer's. So the amyloid plaques look like they have actively help to decrease the number of those amyloid plaques in people who take the milk thistle. So that's fascinating. And it looks like it also, because of the anti-inflammatory aspects of it, that it also helps decrease blood sugar levels. So it's been used in several studies for people with borderline or type 2 diabetes, because it helps to increase the sensitivity of insulin in the tissues and decrease circulating blood glucose levels in the reverse order. So it helps to decrease circulating blood glucose levels, and in so doing, it allows for the body to become more sensitive to insulin. So you don't need as much insulin to keep your blood sugar levels down, and then your blood sugar levels will stay lower because the body's responding to insulin better. Hope that made sense. And then I guess the last two aspects are, it looks like it helps with inflammatory skin diseases and disorders. So eczema, acne, a little bit with psoriasis. So it looks like it's promising in those aspects. And the dosage for the milk thistle is supposed to be equal to or less than 420 milligrams per day, and that should be broken out into 2 to 3 doses during the day. So I hope that's been helpful information on milk thistle, which predominantly helps liver, gallbladder, and can also help, looks like it can also help with our brains and help decrease diabetes, which of course is on the rise. So thank you for joining me. This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. Please hit the like button, please hit the follow and subscribe buttons, and leave comments on Facebook and YouTube. Let me know which topics you enjoy hearing and which you'd like to hear more about, and leave questions. I'm more than happy to answer questions. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and until next time, bye.